Hello, if you too love the supernatural, you totally have to read Family Spirits, The Adventures and Evidence of Gallo Family Ghost Hunters by Bobby J. Gallo. Available on Amazon and wherever paranormal books are sold. Real family, real life, real ghosts. Did you say real ghosts?
Hey folks, Bobby J. Gallo here, I Come Paranormal. And today, what we are going to be doing is talking about our most used piece of equipment. Now, if you watch Gallo Family Ghost Hunters, you're going to see we use a lot of things. Things like digital tape recorders to capture EVPs. Also things like this K2 EMF detector, which detects electromagnetic frequencies. And basically what that is spirits are said to give off electromagnetic energy. So when one is manifesting, you could detect it using one of these babies. This is actually the one that's probably the most popular one in the industry. It's the one that you see on Ghost Hunters, the television show and whatnot. But probably the most controversial piece of equipment that you see on so many of our episodes would be this right here, the Ghost Meter Pro. Now, why is this a controversial piece of equipment and why do we use it so much? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. First of all, just like the K2, it is an EMF detector. So in mode 3 on this thing, it will actually detect EMF. So we're going to turn this on right now. And this will detect EMF. Now, you see what I have here in my other hand? This is actually an EMF pump. And when you turn this on, this actually will emit EMF. It's actually emitting some right now, and it's not even turned on. And basically, the theory behind this is if you turn this on and you charge the area with electromagnetic energy, it might help the ghost manifest. But let's turn it on. And when I do, check out what this does. This thing just goes absolutely crazy. Okay? Turn it back off. And there you go. Okay, so it's a regular EMF detector, and look at that. That thing was so charged with EMF that it's actually still detecting. Even if you have a cell phone, you see, it'll detect that as well. Now, one of the reasons we use this as an EMF detector basically is because of the light. And if you're in a dark situation where you really can't see well and the light goes off, it's not only good for you, but it's also good because we do a lot of things on camera and the people at home can see that we're actually getting something. So we use that. We use it as a regular EMF detector. It only goes up to 5 milligauss. So basically now it's going to ping every once in a while because I just have EMF all over this office. And trust me, folks, it's not a ghost in my house. So now, so we use it a lot as a regular EMF detector. When we know we're getting something, we'll oftentimes switch to another piece of equipment, and you'll see that during the episode. Now, it also has a bunch of other settings which are very, very curious and are more controversial than the standard EMF mode. This is kind of like one of those pieces of equipment that does so many things that it's almost like a mini paranormal investigation kit all in one. Now, the next one, and basically you shut it off, and when you turn it back on, you depending on the little LEDs how many light up, it'll tell you what mode it's on. We're going to put it on mode 1. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to put it on mode 1, and this is actually said to be able to detect a ghost every 3 to 5 minutes, and it is recent ghosts that have passed on not too long ago. Now, how can it possibly do that? Well, I'm going to shut it off right now. Basically, it's like this. Throughout the course of paranormal investigation, certain energies have been identified with certain types of manifestations. And from what they've gathered, certain types of electromagnetic frequencies are identified with spirits that have just passed on. And actually different energies have been identified with older spirits, and that's actually what it has. It has on mode 2, it has an ancient ghost detector. It takes longer to find one of those, I guess because the energy is weaker. Now, mode 3 is the most controversial, and that is dialogue mode. When you put it into this, now we've actually put into dialogue mode and have gone for over an hour with absolutely no hits. Sometimes, bang. As soon as you put it on, it goes into contact, especially when we've actually had a lot of EMF activity or we've had evidence coming through on other pieces of equipment. This thing will go off quickly, and you basically ask the entity, ping the needle once for yes, two for no. I'm going to ask you questions, and you actually can carry on a conversation with an entity. This is very controversial. It's actually an ITC device. Now, what does ITC stand for? Basically, it stands for Instrumental Transcommunication Device. And that's right, I had it written down because it's hard to remember. I get a little confused, but that's not unusual for me, folks. Now, it's an ITC device, and a lot of people are very dubious about it. But what we have found is that over the course of our investigations, it's been pretty darn accurate as far as the relevancy of the questions. Like we've actually asked questions like, you know, when we were looking for a certain spirit and a spirit, you know, pops up, is this such and such? Yes. And are you over 20? When we realize that spirit died when before they were 20, and when it'll say no, and I'm like, well, okay, cool. But basically, you ask questions, and you can pretty much determine yourself if something is genuine or not. Is it always a spirit that's triggering this? We don't really know. We really don't know. We're only giving it our best guess in what seems like, you know, what information makes sense at the time. But I will tell you, though, that I have contacted the manufacturers of this device, and they stand behind it 100%. I've also seen postings from the manufacturers of the device and people saying that it's not real, it's fake, and all this other stuff. And the manufacturers absolutely stand behind the device. So, you know, our personal experience with it, coupled with what the manufacturers say, I have to say that this is at least every bit as genuine as an Ovilus device as far as being an ITC device, which we've just explained. So this is what we're going to do now. We're actually going to cut to a video now of us actually in the field using this, so you can make the determination for yourself whether this is genuine or not. Now, actually, where can you get these? There's actually a website called ghostgear.info. That's ghostgear.info, where you can actually purchase these. Just a little tidbit for you. So right now we're going to go check that out. I hope you enjoyed this little primer on the Ghost Meter Pro, and if you want to get one of these yourself, check it out. I really think if you do any kind of paranormal investigation and you don't have one of these, I really think you're missing out. I really think you should check it out. So this is Bobby J. Gallo, and we'll see you on the other side. Hey folks, this is Bobby J. Gallo, Icon Paranormal. Now, last night when we went on a private paranormal investigation with the famous paranormal investigator Dr. Harry Stafford, we came to this location, and apparently it's an old sports bar and grill. Before that, it's basically a very, very old building. Now, according to Dr. Stafford, this location has been the site of numerous haunts. Now, last night I did catch an orb and a shadow in the window just above my head. Just moments ago, I took two pictures. One revealed nothing. The following revealed two orbs in the same location. So Courtney's going to switch on the EMF detector to see if she can get any activity here, because apparently there's something here.
And it's a 5.
And immediately it's going up to a 5. Serious EMF activity in this area.
And watch when I turn it. Over here.
Nothing. Go back towards the house.
And go straight to 5.
Now folks, this house doesn't have any power. It's already been documented by Dr. Stafford to be completely clean of any type of power or electricity. Now move that away again, Court. Nothing. Move it back towards the house. Incredible activity.
I was thinking about it.
We do have some people passing by here, folks. This is in the historic district, and it's getting a little bit late, so people are clearing out. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a few more photos to see if we can get a few more anomalies.
Do you want us to ask more questions? Do you want us to ask? No.
No.
Do you want us to leave? Do you want us to leave? No.
No. It's the longest question and answer I've ever seen. Up and it's gone. Hey, what's happening? Oh, hey, you have no idea. Hey folks, this is Bobby J. Gallo, and we're here right in front of the Trey Hall House, built in 1807. Just moments ago, Courtney captured an incredible communication on the Ghost Detector Pro. Just moments before, I actually photographed an incredible orb of energy above her head on that side of the house. Now, it was probably the longest question and answer period we've ever gotten. I just wanted to give you a little background. This was actually identified as of the location by Dr. Harry Stafford just last night when we went on a private investigation with him. So we have the evidence. Check out the website for details, but it was really incredible.
Oh my gosh, that was so freaky. What will happen next? Hey, if you would like to get cool paranormal gear just like Gallo Family Ghost Hunters use on their show, be sure to check out www.ghostgear.info. Courtney is so awesome. Nikki G is the best ever.
Okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I need to pick it up.
Keep walking.
Elizabeth, if you're here, please try to make contact with us. Use your energy.
Hey folks, here we are back at the Castillo de Gran San wait, what is this called? The
Castillo
The castle.
de Monte.
Folks, here we are back at the Castillo de San Marcos in St. Augustine. Now, last night when we were here with Dr. Harry Stafford, we really did not get any activity. Somebody that was with the investigation actually got some great orbs, but we really didn't get much of anything. So now we're back here alone at the castle at the old fort in St. Augustine, which is said to be one of the most haunted locations in America, to see if we, just the four of us, can get some evidence documented.
It's gone now.
Not getting anything on the EMF detector.
It just
at
left.
all.
It left.
And yours left too? Okay, I'm not getting anything at all. Here, this tree, which is supposed to be a hot spot of activity.
I don't know why, but it's supposed to be.
Once again, we're not getting anything, folks.
Let's go.
Nothing over here. Let's see if we can get a... Nothing, folks, and the Castillo de San Marcos is coming up empty again.
If the little boy is here, would you please make this sound go off?
They were very, very angry. And they said the door was not going like no man.
What was his name?
Kevin?
Thank you. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Pin 1 for yes and 2 for no. Are you a little boy? not a little boy? Are you an adult? Are you? Yes. Were you in your 20s? Yes.
Did you live here?
Did you live in St. Augustine? Yes. Did you die in St. Augustine? No. Did you die in the state of Florida?
Oh,
God.
Hey folks, we're here at the
St. Augustine Graveyard.
Tolomato Cemetery.
Tolomato Cemetery, and this is where we got the with Dr. Stafford. We got the thing of the presence of the little boy.
Can't remember his name.
And this time we were just doing an EVP session, and we picked up an older man.
Older man. He was in his 20s.
And he said that he lived here in St. Augustine.
But
That is all we know.
But he did not die here in St. Augustine. I was going to ask him if he died here in Florida, but he left.
That is all.